All right. Right bit rate. Okay. So on the loading screen, you should be able to hear me. Tell me how well you can hear me. Sound good? Is it hissy?
Um, I'm not hearing too much of a hiss.
Am I sounding okay?
You were a little quiet again, but not like I'm a lot louder than you are.
Well, I might just have to put on a little.
It's not that you can't hear you though. Like yesterday we couldn't hear you. But you're so much quieter.
All right. I put on some.
That's got a hiss.
Well,
Actually,
that's what I had on stream. That's the same level I had on stream. So that's terrible, or
and it's super, super loud. Like, dial it back.
dial it down, boy. All right. Okay, that's the next level down. Does that sound better? I can't. There's nothing in between, so I can't go anywhere in between. I could hang on. Here's something. Let me test real quick. I'm sure if there's anybody in stream, they're appreciating my audio test here. By the way, I don't think we have anyone in here right now. Here's what I'm gonna do. Volume range. All right, I'm gonna try something here. So I'm probably really quiet now. I'm guessing. Let me know if that's the case.
Yeah, you're pretty quiet. I can hear it, but pretty quiet.
All right, so now how about now? How does that sound?
Better.
How's the hissing?
There's less hissing, I think.
Less hissing? That's good. So what I did is I turned down my audio to 100% in XSplit, but turned back up the boost. Am I too quiet though, or am I okay?
Comparatively, Anchor, how are our levels? I think I'm still a lot louder than you. Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Anchor's in chat.
Oh. I was really confused there. I suppose I should get in chat too.
Okay, Anchor says we're about the same.
We're about the same? Okay. Just trying to get rid of that hiss. So,
Anchor says we're about the same.
Alright. Okay, let's pop out chat. Get my setup all ready here.
Okay, Anchor says she doesn't notice the hiss anymore.
Well, good. Maybe I finally got my settings right. That would be a first for me, but you know, I'm trying. You did notice it when I was super loud. Yeah, so I've been trying to nail down what it is, and I think maybe what the mistake was is that I was using XSplit to boost my volume instead of using my microphone tools in Windows. So I think that was the mistake. Using XSplit to boost the volume, I think, was introducing or just making the hissing sound louder. All right. So I'm going to jump into... I'm going to end our call, Starfish. And I'm going to jump into the correct channel. Hello, Rux. I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, there you are. You're super quiet. I'm going to turn you up.
Yeah, my headset thing falls out really easily.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you actually turned up all the way for me already. So, and Starfish is in here too now. Hi, Starfish.
Hey.
Am I really that quiet?
You're not too bad. I don't think. How does he sound to you, Starfish?
I could always shout down the mic.
All right. What am I missing here? Okay, I'm gonna move Discord. I need another screen. I need to get my screens set up. Okay, Discord's gonna go over on this side, so if I accidentally bring it up, everybody doesn't see it. That's kind of my goal here. Let's bring that over here. Again, not enough screens. Gonna have to make that smaller. Okay. Gonna have to be down here. Let's see. Get rid of that. Don't need snipping tool.
So congratulations on basically beating Raft.
Yeah, right?
Ugh,
It's fun. I'm sure we'll still play it for a while, though.
yeah, it's not the sort of game for me. I find games where they haven't got an ending kind of just.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting because, and everybody's hearing this, by the way, but when Subnautica it didn't end up just being a random survival game, they actually did put in a story. They did put in something where you could complete the game. There was a point to it, so.
Yeah, that's what they did with Minecraft and Ark as well.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They did add a story to Minecraft. I completely forgot about that because I never played it after that point. But yeah. So I didn't know Ark had a story either. So that's kind of cool though. All right. Let's see.
Less a story and more a final objective.
Final objective. Got it. Well, I see Anka and Wolf are also in the chat. Hello, Anka and Wolf.
Hello.
Hello.
Wolf is dead.
Wolf.
He doesn't have to talk.
Okay, I have to mute the podcast now. It's getting too confusing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You should do that.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna post this in the Discord channel. This could be useful.
Okay. Also, by the way, Giga, your audio is terrible.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's a little
Okay.
scratchy.
It's all scratchy. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to describe it.
Aha, I can hear now.
Hey, Wolf.
Hey, Wolf.
Today is the day for testing audio.
It is, but that's okay.
This is why I kind of got in here about an hour early.
I saw you were in here an hour early. Yeah. Also, Giga is apparently hiding his status because he's in here chatting to us, but he shows us offline. And, so.
Sneaky.
Okay, can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
That's much better.
All right.
I mean, it's still not perfect, but it's better than it was, I think.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Wolf, can you say something real quick?
What's different than usual on the on my mic?
Actually, go ahead, Wolf. 1 sec.
I was like, Giga sounds the same to me.
Okay.
FYI.
Yeah, Giga sounds the same as.
I was gonna say I didn't change anything.
Yeah. You're actually you're back to normal now. It's all good.
Oh, okay.
It's all good. I thought I still heard scratchiness when you first came back, but it must have been your excitedness that made me think it was still scratchy. So.
Sure.
All right. So let's see. Baked Snake is here. I know he was excited to hear our random musings and ramblings on E3.
Hey, Big Snake.
So I did. Let's see here. Who responded to me in?
Oh wait, are we live?
We are live.
Yes.
So
Oh my
yeah.
God.
So
Oh, yeah. Totally knew that. Hey guys.
we're
Oh,
doing our
heck,
audio
yeah.
test live. So
Me and Gig are like, what?
surprise.
Hashtag
Yep.
professional streamers.
Yeah, we
Hell
haven't
yeah.
officially started yet, so it's okay. So I did pull. Let's see. I didn't pull DMC5. I did pull my stuff, Starfish's stuff. I got Wolf's first two that he gave me, and then Anchor. I didn't get any of your stuff, but as we talk about them, we can if we want to see the trailers, we can just bring them up and do that. So the scenes that I have, and you'll see the scene I've got really for talking about E3. It basically just is what would I say? A window capture, a desktop capture. On my right hand monitor, so I was just gonna, while we're rambling about stuff, we'll just we'll ramble over the trailers, I guess, or play the trailers. And yeah, so you'll see it. It's kind of like a cutout window on the thing. So, are we ready to start the show? All right.
I might
well,
be eating, but yeah.
you might be eating. Well, that's
He
okay.
has a mouthful of pizza. It's
The
fine.
pod champions embrace eating while podding. Are we calling it podding? That's not a thing.
We're pod racers.
Pod race.
Don't want to search that up.
I was
on
thinking
Urban
potty.
Dictionary.
Yeah. So I think what we're gonna do, and you guys won't be able to hear it, which is why it's so awesome. But I'm gonna play the theme song, and the theme song is about 1 minute and 11 seconds long. So let's get ready to pod this thing. Welcome to episode 25 of PodChamp, the podcast that gives you up to 100% of your weekly recommended intake of news and views about streaming, gaming, and internet culture. In today's cast, we're going to start as usual with some quick introductions to see what the Pod Champions has been up to recently. Then we'll be jumping right into our ramblings about E3. So prepare yourself, this is going to be pretty awesome. Alright, this week I have been mainly playing a lot of Raft. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, it's a game where you start on a tiny raft in the middle of the ocean, and you have to collect floating debris to craft and expand your raft and explore the ocean world. It appears to have somewhat of a story, but incomplete right now. Starfish and I have been playing it together and streaming a little bit of that. So now, let me introduce you to some of the finest people you will ever meet. The Pod Champions. First up, let's start with Anchor. What's new with you, Anchor?
Oh boy, a lot of stuff. So I've actually been playing a couple of new games lately. Realm Royale is like a new battle royale game that I've been playing, and it's super fun. It's so like, Wolf, what's their other game called?
Paladins?
Yeah, it's literally Paladins Battle
Oh
Royale.
yeah.
Like it's excellent.
Yeah.
And it's got like a lot of glitchy stuff going on right now a little bit. Like sometimes when you try to pick an item up, it doesn't pick it up right away. So maybe like you get murdered because you couldn't pick the dang item up. But like, let me just say it's really funny. If you haven't watched anybody play it yet, watch somebody play it because it's unlike Fortnite in that you don't die right away.
Well, that's good.
You turn
You
into
don't
a
build.
you turn into a fowl and cluck around a little while until maybe hopefully you can come back to life, or then you get killed.
Yeah,
And no building, so
I watched Wolf stream a little bit of that, and it did look pretty funny, especially the chicken thing. So
yeah. It's definitely got some things that sets it apart from all the other Battle Royale games, which is good in this day and age because as we know, it's oversaturated.
it's
but,
getting there. It's getting there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fun and kind of fun to goof around with a little bit. So, and then Wolf and I just purchased Ark. So we're going to be playing Ark for the first time together here pretty soon. So I'm
That'll be
excited
cool.
about that.
Okay. Very cool indeed. All right, Wolf, you're up.
Excuse me. Well, I've been playing a ton of games, so the list is very long. But
Before you get in, I was going to say before you get into your games, what kind of sandwich are you eating?
you know,
Pizza sandwich.
I missed lunch, but I realized
Yeah.
if I waited much longer, it would be dinner.
Yeah.
And then I'm in this awkward state. I have to eat.
No.
He's a growing boy.
He is. Go ahead.
The last game I played was Vampire, but I played a lot this week. I played Vampire. I played Realm Royale. Spent a lot of time watching E3 stuff. So just a little bit of everything.
Awesome. All right. Radioactive Starfish, enthrall us with your enticing tales.
Well, like you said, we've been playing a lot of Raft the past couple of
We
days.
have.
It's really, really fun. I'm really excited for them to come out with more content for it because it's in alpha right now. I just think it's so cool. It started out as like a university project. That's so cool.
Yeah. No, it is cool. It was just, and this game, by the way, guys, this was just a random game. It was the first thing on my recommended list. Starfish and I were trying to find something to play together, and I said, "What about this one?" And she's like, "Okay, we'll give it a go." So it's $20. It's in early access right now, but it really is. It's a lot of fun. So definitely recommend giving that a shot. Anything else, Starfish?
Nope.
Nope. All right, Rux, how about you? Your turn, buddy.
I've basically just been playing tennis games, which sounds really weird.
Tennis. Okay.
Yeah, basically, there hasn't been a decent PS4, like a PlayStation game, tennis game for years, and two came out around the same time, and they're both shit.
Okay.
Like, one's been out for a while, which is like Australian Open International Tennis or something, which came out last
Okay.
year. And that one looks a lot better than the one that seems to have a lot more money behind it, which is called Tennis World Tour. which
Dude,
is-
I wanted this. I'm so happy you're talking about this right now. I wanted to buy this game earlier this week, and I wasn't sure because the reviews were all shit.
Right. If anyone's actually ever played any previous tennis games, like the Top Spin series that finished like 3 or 4 years ago looks better than this game does. And that was on a previous generation console. And
Huh.
it's full of bugs as well. Like you literally launch the game and it's got it's got like a newsread thing and all it says is welcome to the game. Like that's all the news there is apparently. No.
Nice.
Online's not even in the game yet. So it's shit.
Sounds great.
Well.
Yeah.
I'm so sad I didn't buy it now, man. It looks so good.
Wii tennis it is.
Wii tennis. Yeah.
Oh, it seems to be bringing the optimism here, don't I? It's great.
Oh man. Baked Snake in chat says Mario Tennis, best tennis. Hang on, let me do that in an American accent. Mario Tennis, best tennis. There we go.
I was gonna say, who's Mario?
All right. So Rux brought the tennis this week, and Giga, let's let you have the final word before we jump into our E3-a-thon.
Yeah, I haven't played that much honestly the last few weeks. I've played the same game pretty much, which is Vampire.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got about like 4 hours left in the story, maybe. So,
Okay.
So yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot actually. It's different, honestly. It's a different atmosphere to a like RPG-esque game, I guess. The story's pretty good too, so it's mostly the story that's keeping me in the game, because the combat system is a little bit flawed. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot, and I've been getting back into Dying Light too since
Mhm.
since the second game was announced at E3, because
Yeah.
I wanted to play it again. So yeah, that's all for me.
Okay.
I've only really played 2 games the last like 2-3 weeks. It's sad, man.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm enjoying Vampire a lot. I know like it's getting a lot of mixed reviews.
That's what
and
I heard.
think,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it is coming from the combat system being a little flawed. A lot of like glitches and things like that in the game. But honestly, the story is good enough for me to keep me playing. So yeah,
Great.
I've been enjoying it.
Very cool. All right. So we're going to move on to our E3-a-thon, or basically we're just going to talk about a bunch of stuff we saw at E3 that we thought was cool, terrible, or otherwise. So let me switch the scene, because I don't have one of those fancy scene switching decks. I actually have to go into the software, find the right scene, and press the right button. There we go. All right. So we're on the E3 rambling scene right now. And so I have a few brought up that either I wanted to talk about or the pod champions wanted to talk about, and I figured what we'd do is we'll play the trailer. Do you guys want to play the trailers and then talk about them? Do you want to talk over the trailers? What do you think?
Well, usually the trailers are like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah,
pretty much top. So we can play it all and just talk
All right,
after it.
we'll do that. I think the only one I saw that was super long was like the Last of Us 2 trailer.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I know Starfish. One of the ones you had highlighted was Unravel 2. So let's play the trailer, and I'm doing this without being logged in to YouTube. So hopefully we won't get too many ads. But here we go.
Your queendom come. Your queendom come. My 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 queendom come.
All right, there we go. Unravel 2, apparently available now. So it looks beautiful. Starfish, what draws you to this game?
So Unraveled is a gorgeous game. Like the first one was too. It was beautiful.
It was so good. Yeah.
It's a puzzle platformer. So you're trying to figure out how to make yourself swing across a gap or whatever, or get up to the next area. This one, unlike the first one, has a second character where you could play it either solo or multiplayer. You play both characters as the solo as well. Um,
Oh, you play both characters? Okay.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. And I just think that's a really interesting twist on it. It makes it much more interesting mechanically for the platforming piece of it, and adding co-op is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the co-op gameplay reminded me a little bit of Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Like
Yeah.
when you play both characters. I'm just curious, actually, Starfish. I don't know if you know, but I missed the reveal of this game. Is when you play multiplayer, does it because they did that thing with A Way Out that only one of the two players needed the game. So I'm not sure if it's the same thing. Do you know if like both players need the game or only one player?
I don't know the answer to that one.
That would be sick. But I was gonna say I'm just glad you brought this game up because like over the last few years I think at E3 like EA has become probably, well, they always were, but like it's even more obvious now, like one of the most safe publishers out there. Like we know what to expect. They're gonna announce a sports game, they're gonna announce Battlefield, they're gonna announce Star Wars,
Right.
and like a lot of people despise them for that, but like you have to remember that they're developers, but they're also a publisher. So a few very good indie games have come out of EA publishing it and actually giving them the financial freedom to the developers for getting it out. Unravel is one. A Way Out is another one. FIA, I think that's how you pronounce it. Anchor, correct me if that's not correct.
I think that's right.
Yeah, okay, so that's another one. So yeah, I agree in some fashion that like they've become predictable and maybe they should take a little more risk with their games. Maybe they should invest more time in developing good mechanics, newer games, new IPs, etc. But like we should at least look forward to these kinds of games that come out because of EA publishing it.
Just to answer your previous question, I believe you probably have to both own the game. Considering
Okay.
A Way
Okay.
Out was basically a multiplayer experience, whilst this one you can play by yourself.
Yeah, probably. That's what I thought too, but I was just curious.
All right. Yeah, certainly beautiful trailer. I know, and I can't remember who I watched stream the first one. Giga, did you play that, or was that Anchor? Or maybe neither of you, I don't remember.
I've never played it.
You've never
so-
played it?
I've played it. I don't think I've streamed it.
Okay. All right, so it was someone else.
I think it was someone big. I think it was like day 9 or something. We watched this originally.
Day 9. I don't think it was day 9, but
You know, it's somebody like I don't know. I
Yeah.
think it was somebody who was like a more
sure.
established streamer.
Okay. All right. Very cool pick. The next one here that Starfish chose, and I think we talked about the game a lot last year. We talked about it as possible, in the Game Awards of being one of the best games in a couple different categories. So here we have the Cuphead DLC trailer from E3. And there you go, coming in 2019. I guess the video at least is titled "The Delicious Last Course." I don't know if that's the name
The name
of
of
the
the
DLC.
DLC,
But
yeah.
yeah. So, are we excited about this? I didn't play Cuphead, but Starfish, you played Cuphead, correct?
I did play Cuphead. I didn't finish Cuphead.
Why did that not
Sounds like
surprise
me.
me? Yeah.
It's a hard game to finish. It really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'll buy the DLC or not, just because I'm not finished with the base game. But I'm really excited that they made it. I enjoyed the crap out of Cuphead. Every once in a while, I still fire it up and try and chip away at it a little.
Yeah, I just it's so hard for me to finish these kinds of games, honestly. Like, I can only appreciate like the work behind it, like the amount of like work behind the art and like the design of the levels, the music, everything, but like holy shit, this game was hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Super pretty and super hard.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think I'll have like Starfish. I'll have to get back to the first game and actually try to finish it.
Right.
To really enjoy the DLC. But I'm a bit like in the same vein as Starfish. Like, I'm really glad they did it.
Yeah.
I'm really like this game. This game deserves. Well, actually, it got a lot of exposure and a lot
It did.
of
It
good,
did. It
a
did.
lot of good reviews. But like, it truly deserves it. It's like, as someone who has also worked on some games, like I can visualize the fucking amount of work and sweat that went behind this kind of game, and it's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Now the last pick here from Starfish. Yeah, it's a little interesting. So here we go. For those of you who haven't seen it, enjoy Skyrim Very Special
Oh, yeah.
Edition.
Scrolls speak of the past and the future. Now, Skyrim looks to the future, to its ultimate version.
Alexa, play Skyrim.
You're level 57 and see a tall snowy mountain.
Climb it.
Now, Skyrim and life become one.
A mud crab scuttles towards
First
you.
Roda.
I didn't catch that.
First Roda!
I didn't quite catch that.
First Roda!
Your shout echoes all the way to Sovngarde.
What happened?
First Roda. That's the command for knocking things over.
Is there a command for picking shit up?
Haven't reached that level yet.
I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
Ooh.
The dragon unleashes fire breath on you.
Okay.
You have 7% health left.
Oh, shit. I drink a health potion.
You are out of health potions.
How many wheels of cheese do I have left?
473.
Okay, I eat all the cheese. I eat all of the cheese. All of it.
Hey, hun. Remember what the doctor said about dairy?
Yes. Right, yes, of course. You're the greatest. Thank you so much. I ate all of the cheese.
Introducing Skyrim Very Special Edition. Also coming soon to Etch-a-Sketch, Motorola Pagers,
Oh, shit.
and your Samsung Smart Refrigerator.
Island Noose. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so yeah, well done, Bethesda, and those of you who tuned in to us live last week will have seen us react live to that. But yeah, that's a real thing too.
It
It
is.
is.
I have to admit I haven't added that skill yet to my Alexa, but
We could do a whole podcast of you playing that game.
we kind of could, just do it.
That would be sick.
I wonder how deep it goes. I wonder how good it really is. I think I'll have to at least try it out a little bit. So, good job, Bethesda. Nicely done.
That was like let's be real. We're not analyzing this for the game, but like
I
was
was
a
gonna
great
say, yeah,
that was a great stunt.
it was.
Oh, it was a fabulous stunt. Yeah.
That was a really good stunt.
Good
The
job.
fact that it works and that it's a real skill on Alexa makes it a fabulous stunt.
Yeah.
For sure. for
How are
sure.
they going to top that next year? That's the
Oh.
question.
Yeah.
By releasing a decent game.
Oh! Ouch.
Well,
Burn.
well.
I was going to say pen and paper version, but you know.
Yeah.
I
All
want to
right.
see it on smart refrigerators, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. That
I
needs to
mean,
happen.
they've
We would have to get
released
one first.
so many versions of Skyrim at this point. It's probably gonna happen.
Also, I just realized as I was playing, I realized that when I captured the screen, I excluded the taskbar. So when I play the videos in full screen, you miss the bottom part of the video. But I'm sure we're not missing anything too interesting on that. All right, moving on from Starfish's fabulous picks, which were good. I enjoyed them very much. So we have a couple here that Wolf sent me. First one here, and how do you pronounce this, Wolf? Is it Sekiro?
Yeah, Sekiro.
Okay, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. All right, so we're gonna jump in. We're gonna watch this trailer. I don't think I know this one, so we'll see if I do. Here we go.
So you're awake. Looks like death is not your fate. Just yet. Some time has passed since I found you. Your master still lives. They'll soon make use of his bloodline. The limb you have lost will give way to something more useful. You'll learn to appreciate its worth. Your death won't come easily.
All right, Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, coming in 2019 from Software, huh?
Oh yeah.
All
That's
right.
actually that's probably the number one reason I am interested in the game.
Yeah. Look.
They,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say they've done a good job teasing it last year with like a 10-second little clip, and everyone thought it was gonna be Bloodborne 2, and it turned out to be this entirely different game. So
Got it.
I'm pretty excited, pretty stoked. All the Dark Souls games have been great, and it's Miyazaki is working on it himself. So, and he did all the original Dark Souls. So I'm pretty stoked. I definitely was screaming a little bit around the house when I saw the trailer for this.
Let me tell you something. That's an understatement.
That's an understatement.
The only time he screamed louder was Devil May Cry 5. So.
Well, that's my type of game, like action adventure combat melded with like a story, like it all comes together and it's just so good, so good. I love it. I'm pretty excited, like the direction they're taking it in this time. Instead of like creating your own character like you do in Dark Souls, this time you're playing a set character.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do with the story.
Okay, yeah, no, it looks cool, and it looks like it's going to be available on Xbox One, PS4, and Steam. Which version are you going to get?
Steam.
Steam. Okay, that's the right answer. So
It is the right answer. I mean, I'm still going to use a controller, but come
Right.
on, PC's best.
yeah,
I just hope it's more than just a reskin of Dark Souls, if that makes sense.
It is.
Because without seeing From Software, you could basically say this is Dark Souls, but Japanese.
Yeah, that's what everyone's expecting this to be Dark Souls, but they've already stated that you don't get to pick your weapons, you don't get to make your character, you are like, this is your dude, you're following him along, and the level design's gonna be very different because of the fact that you have that grappling hook. And in the previous Dark Souls games, like the furthest you can jump is like a foot off the ground, so there's no verticality. Now you're gonna be like, oh, I see a building, I'm gonna leap over the entire thing now. So they're saying this is gonna be more of an open world game, which is a first for them.
I think it'll be hard for them though, because if it deviates too far away from Dark Souls, people are going.
Oh yeah, there'll be people whining.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us Dark Souls, but I'm excited. If the combat is as fluid and exciting as it has been, that's the draw for me, is the good combat. And I know they can make a good story, so I'm set.
yeah, and it's good to see From Software, using multiple publishers these days.
Oh yeah.
A couple of you might get that joke. So, all right, good choice. Second one you had was Cyberpunk 2077, and this was pretty interesting. I was pretty intrigued with this trailer when I saw it too. So funny story about this trailer. I had to search high and low to find a version of this trailer that I could play that wasn't age restricted. So,
oh no.
Literally, YouTube wouldn't let me watch it unless I signed in, and I don't have I hadn't created. I guess I could have signed in with the PodChamp account, but this, I'm not signed in here, so I had to spend a couple of minutes finding a version. And apparently, outside Xbox did not age restrict their videos. So here we go.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues: sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else. Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion, but it's there, just around the corner, and it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams, and I'm a big dreamer.
Wow, that's quite the trailer. That's some nice music on that trailer too.
I
It's
love
so
the
good.
aesthetics of this.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
So what do we know about this game at this point?
Well, we know one thing that everyone is hating on, and that this is going to be a predominantly first-person game. So think Deus Ex.
Yeah.
So there's so many threads and like headlines I saw after people got to go to the physical booth, and they learned that it was first person and not third person like the previous game.
I was gonna say that's a super interesting choice to do first person in this.
Yeah, they made a note. Like they made sure to tell us, like, hey, like you're still going to see your character in cutscenes and like you can
Yeah.
zoom out type of thing, but it is predominantly first person.
Interesting.
So,
Well,
yeah.
We'll have to see if that plays, but yeah.
I mean, I have faith in them. CD Projekt Red, they made
Yeah.
Witcher 1 through 3, and those were all great games. And this looks to be just the next step in like the development that they've been doing. Because I know it's gonna be pretty. That's for sure.
It's gonna be pretty. Yeah, I'm pretty pumped for this one. Is there anything about the release date for this? Do we know anything about that?
Not really.
Okay.
They're definitely of the mindset of.
Do we
Right
also
now.
have anything about the story whatsoever?
Well, Cyberpunk future.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, saw that.
Yeah.
20
Place in Night City.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
got
a
a
lot of
sweet-ass
little
car.
clues. Yeah, there's a lot of little clues, especially if you watch the first trailer that came out
Yeah.
like 2 years ago. There's
Man.
like, I don't want to give it all away, and I'm sure I don't know half of it, but like, there's a lot of. I'm getting a Detroit feel out of it. The game that just came out, where like it's going to be this whole like humans, robots combined. Where's the morality? Like,
Mm-hmm.
am I taking someone over because I can hack their brain type of thing, and all of that going on. So,
Is it wrong that it reminded me of Saints Row 4?
I mean,
For the aesthetic or for like this, what we know of the story so far?
Just a bit of everything. It's like a character that's trying to make a name for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can see it honestly.
Because it seems a bit
I
eccentric.
haven't played this
if you
Saints
know
Row
what I mean.
series in a while, but because I was gonna say the aesthetic looks a little bit similar. So I I don't know. Well, actually, I don't know it. We don't know enough of the story yet to
Right.
to compare it. But yeah,
Have
for the
you-
aesthetic for sure.
have you guys, any of you played pen and paper RPGs? Because this is loosely based off of one of those. It's Cyberpunk 2020 that came out in the 80s.
Nah, I
So-
don't have friends.
Yeah, if you do some research, you'll see like their base material, and you can get like a better idea of what's going on.
Okay. Yeah, Baked Snake says, I guess he has some information. You can either play as a male or female character. Multiple romance options is all I heard. Anka says she heard that we can create our own character.
Yeah, you completely from scratch make your own character. So unlike their previous games where you played the same character,
Right.
they're doing the opposite of FromSoft. This is the first time where you can make anything you want.
Okay.
And there's nudity.
Ooh, nudity. I don't know. But before we move on here, in your initial pick you gave me, I think you forgot to include Devil May Cry 5, right? So,
Oh yeah.
let's find the trailer. E3 announcement trailer. All right. 3 minutes. All right, we'll watch it. We'll see if we get an ad too. Here we go.
Hey.
Yeah.
We've known each other a long time.
Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing
You never had this much trouble. You gonna make it through this?
They're demons! I've seen them with my own eyes! Red Grave is completely taken over!
Let us pray for mercy. This is a trial from the heavens above.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? Gonna ruin my crew! Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Kenny, get back inside now! I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah!
Well, that was quite the trailer.
So tell us why you're excited, Wolf. You've only been waiting for this for 10 years.
I know, right? When was DM? I need to look this up. I didn't even think about
It's
it.
actually 10 years. I'm not even
Has it
kidding.
been 10 years? It
2008.
has.
Yeah.
Wow.
2008,
Yeah.
yeah.
If we don't count the one Ninja Theory did, which I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
This will be good.
Let's not count that one.
All right, so for a guy who has never played any of the Devil May Cry games,
you're missing out.
Apparently, I'm missing out. I don't know because that looked pretty freaking awesome. But third-person game, I assume.
It's another action adventure battle game, except far more over the top and kind of tongue-in-cheek and kind of funny versus the seriousness of like Dark Souls. This is more just for fun. Beat the bad guys up and have some fun.
Well, that's always good. And is this Xbox exclusive? I noticed the trailer was an Xbox trailer. That's all.
No, it's gonna be on everything.
Okay, got it.
Yep. It's made by the guy who made Resident Evil, so we're all set.
Is that a good thing?
I think so. Every game that
talking about here.
Every game that Kobayashi's put out, I've enjoyed. Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Devil May Cry 1, 3, 4, and now 5.
Okay, that's what I was asking because Resident Evil 6 was awful.
Oh yeah. He stopped at Resident Evil 4. All the good Resident Evil games and all the good Devil May Cry games were made by him. All the other ones that were not made by him were terrible. Like Devil May Cry 2. Just don't play that.
Yeah, I
Don't
just
play
wanted
that
to ask
game.
because I've never played Devil May Cry either.
Yeah, start with 1, then 3, then 4, and then wait for 5.
Got it. So skip 2 is the
skip 2.
And there was something after 4. You said though.
They made a Ninja Theory. Made a reboot.
Okay.
Because Konami are idiots, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to make another Devil May Cry game?" So yeah, don't play that one either.
Got it. All right. Anything else to say on that one, Wolf?
I think that's all. I'm just super excited. That's the one where I literally scared Anchor. I screamed so loud. She was right next to me. She came in the room, and the trailer popped up, and I saw Dante, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh man.
I mean, literally, my heart leapt into my chest, and I thought I was gonna just die. I saw my life flash before my
Like Giga said, it's been 10 years. I've been waiting 10 years to play one of these games.
I know, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't even know what it was yet. It was like the trailer had gone 3 seconds in, and you yelled, and I was just like, "What's happening? Are we winning $1 million?"
I saw Nero, and I knew, and I was like, "That's it. This is Devil May Cry."
That's awesome. All right, let's move on from that. So there's a couple that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to skip The Last of Us 2 because I'm not watching an 8-minute trailer. We'll talk about that a little bit, but let's skip across here. So Metal Wolf Chaos XD. I had no idea this game existed, and now I'm super hyped for it.
Metal Wolf. What?
This is another FromSoft game.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
awesome.
FromSoft game.
Let's party! Welcome to the White House.
Michael!
There you go, and that's all we see in the trailer right now. Oh, there's a little bit more again. But Mech America great again, folks. So, as I understand, this was oops, stop. As I understand, this was an original Xbox game that was only released in Japan, developed by From Software. Yeah. And Devolver Digital, for some reason, decided to contact them and see if they'd be interested in letting them remaster it and re-release it. So, okay. But the storyline is just cracking me up too, because it seems to be basically a civil war in the United States, and the president and the vice president have their own mechs, and that's all I understand about it so far. But
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know much.
I think
that's it.
That's the story.
What else do you need? Come on.
I don't know. So I'm hyped for this. I mean, the graphics look terrible. I'm sure. I don't know if that's the revamped versions or what, but I saw a little bit of the gameplay too, and it looks freaking awesome. So
I'm excited just because I barely knew this game existed. Who makes an Xbox game and only release it in Japan?
I know.
Gee, I wonder why this isn't a commercial success.
I know, right?
So,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is it wrong? Is it wrong that it looks and sounds a bit like House of the Dead?
Huh.
I
Like
mean,
the horrible voice acting and the way it looks.
Oh right,
think-
yeah.
yeah. I think that's how. That's the what was that? 2000 for you? 1999, something like that.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. I'm hyped for that. I like dumb games though, and I mean not that it's dumb, but I like a lot of stuff that isn't necessarily AAA. So
I'm more hyped for the one you got in the next.
Oh, you know what's coming. You know. All right, let's get to it. Now this is gonna be sweet.
Is it FIFA 19?
Close.
I've never been
Banana
particularly
Simulator
fond of
2020.
violence, but these are bad people that need to be stopped. So let's get crazy. Let's get weird. Let's get, well, bananas.
When what you really want to do is make a Deadpool game, but you don't have the rights.
Right? My friend Pedro. Nintendo Switch and PC. So that thing, I mean, that looks so freaking awesome. It like Starfish hinted at when the trailer was playing. Was this a Deadpool game and they couldn't get the rights, or what? I mean,
It looks like it, man. It's the same kind of character.
yeah, I mean, even like his like head covering looks exactly like Deadpool's, but I don't know.
Now, I have a question. Do you guys think this is going to be allowed to be streamed on Twitch?
Why wouldn't it?
Well, the only reason I say this is because they've been a little bit cracking down on like gratuitous gore these days. And like he straight up shot that guy's head off and then kicked it at another dude and killed the other dude.
Is Stickman figures like characters considered gory though?
Well, I mean, I don't know. There was just a bunch of fake-looking blood, and like his head flew off. So I'm just playing devil's advocate. That's all.
Yeah, but it looked like a mannequin head almost. Like I highly doubt it won't be streamable.
I mean, I think it looks great and
It does.
hilarious. And
I want to know what the banana's saying. Come on, man. It's got to be talking to him in his head somehow.
Blood, bullets, bananas. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is Pedro the banana or the guy?
That's what I mean. We got to figure the story out. The banana fits into it somehow.
Yeah. I don't know, but that looks great. How exactly it's gonna play, I don't know. Looking at all the fancy moves he was doing, I'm kind of trying to figure out how you actually going to execute those moves, like on a controller or on a keyboard. How is that actually going to work? I don't know, but I'm sure they'll make it pretty intuitive. And I hope it has that music too. So that was pretty sweet. And then I'm trying to think a couple others. Obviously, The Last of Us 2. I'm not going to play that trailer, but the trailer was fantastic. I thought I didn't play The Last of Us, the original one, but that was an amazing trailer. Despite the Sony conference having terrible sound issues.
Oh, that was so annoying.
Yeah.
I restarted my stream like twice because I thought like I'm what the fuck's going on with my setup?
Yeah.
And then like when I restarted and it was exactly the same, I was like, oh okay, it's not on my end.
Yeah. We were doing the same thing too. So good luck, Sony, for next year, buddy. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I was super let down by the Sony conference.
Yeah.
I mean, you compare that Sony conference to Microsoft's hype, and
yeah. I said something about it on my stream. I think everything we saw from Sony this year was expected.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot less than we did last year when they announced, like, when they just literally did like 35 minutes of trailers of new games. I think they might have overdone it last year and like shown maybe just a bit too much, and they didn't have as much hype for this year. But yeah, if you compare it to like what they did last year, it was a letdown, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And even it was kind of funny too, because even in the early stages of the conference, and I don't know who it was, but some guy was saying, it's from Sony, was saying, yeah, we really don't have anything much new to show this year. So
they started the conference like way to fucking kill the hype,
right?
Like the first sentence you hear of the Sony conference is a dude getting on stage and be like, yeah, we don't really have nothing new to show this year, but maybe just go a little more in details about the games you're excited to see. Let's do it.
So yeah, I don't know. All right, so yeah, again, The Last of Us 2 looks great. Did anyone else have any comments on The Last of Us 2?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, it looked cool anyway. So
girls making out.
Girls making out. Yeah.
Well, yeah. But yeah, it's a bit too long of a trailer.
It is too long. I'm not going to play it right now, but yeah, it does. I mean, if you have time, go watch it. In fact, for those folks who are in Twitch right now, the Twitch stream, there you go. Enjoy the link. All right, so that's all I pre-prepared, and I haven't really shown Anka and Giga. What do you guys want to talk about and show, and Rux too, I guess. So,
maybe just a couple. I'm thinking of Ori.
Ori, yeah.
And probably Anthem, since we've been waiting it for so long, and like it's sad. It had so much trouble over the years.
Is it Ori and the Will of the Wisps? Is that the?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, let's Here we go. It's a 2-minute
That
trailer.
game is also a little bit difficult.
Yeah, but the first game was awesome. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Man, I would kill somebody to have like 1% of the talent of the Garrett Coker's making the music. Holy shit.
Yeah, the music was amazing too.
Like, I played the hell out of the first game.
Yeah.
Like, it's platformers has been one of my favorite types of games for a long time, and like there isn't that many games that have I don't know, added something new to the genre in the last few years. I'm thinking Celeste did, that came out pretty recently. That one did, but like it was such like the overall gameplay of that game was just amazing. It was just such a good experience to go through. I can't be more hyped about a second one. I don't know if you guys played the first one, but I really enjoyed it.
I like the first one a lot. I didn't get super far because it wasn't something you just play through easily.
No, it's not. It's not. Yeah, I think I would have to check on Steam actually to be sure, but it's probably something you can use, a game you can put more than like 20 hours ish, maybe. In the game.
It comes off looking like it's going to be one of those short, kind of like simple, pretty stories, and then you're like, oh, this has got some depth.
Then you have to think which way you want to go in the skill. Then the story takes over. Holy shit! But yeah, it's probably like there was a lot of games at E3, man, but that's probably one of the games that had the biggest reaction from me. And like, yeah, I'm just super excited.
Yeah, fortunately, I got to play the first game because Giga gifted it to me at one point.
Yeah, I saw it was in your wish list, and I was like, yeah, you need to play this thing.
So, yeah. All right. Yeah. Again, the trailer is absolutely beautiful. That music is outstanding. So that was great. And then the other one you wanted to look at, Giga, was Anthem. Okay, I only have to take look at that. I type AN and it immediately knows what I'm looking for. So, all right. I'm not watching 20 minutes. Is there a quick little trailer here somewhere? I assume there was an E3 trailer for it. Let's see. Maybe not. Oh, wait. Here it is. 2 minutes and 12 seconds. There we go.
There you go.
That's more like it. There you go.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos. Creating, altering,
Oh, an advertisement for Fortnite.
destroying. The anthem is all
You have
that
been
remains.
looking up a lot of things. So.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Something is out there. It wants to destroy us all.
All right, there we go. Now, a question, did we see this for the first time at E3 last year? Was that when we saw the...
I don't even think it's last year. I think
Was
it's
it not?
even earlier than that.
Okay. I just remember the first time we saw it and everyone was like, what is this?
Yeah. They've had all sorts of troubles along the way.
Yeah.
The lead animator just quit BioWare after 17 years.
Oh, wow.
Because he was not happy with the way the vision of the game was going. One of their lead, what was it? I think it's I don't know which, but like I think one of the lead design on Anthem actually died.
Oh boy!
Like last year, they had a big shakeup when the game supervisor also, like, everybody left BioWare, man.
Yeah.
That was working on this game. So yeah, I'm actually hyped to see how it actually comes out. It's gonna be early next year. I think it was February. They told at E3. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious to see how it goes after like all the troubles they had.
Yeah, for sure.
Along the way.
Well, let's hope it's not like a Duke Nukem Forever, where
Yeah.
it finally
It takes
comes out
forever.
and it's just terrible.
Yeah. Well, and they said there wouldn't be any loot boxes.
Right. Okay. Now, obviously, the first thing whenever you see the trailers, first thing that comes to mind is Destiny 2, right, or the Destiny franchise. The helmets look very similar. That some of the way they're moving looks very similar. But so I saw a comment here from Baked Snake says they say Anthem plays more like a sci-fi Monster Hunter than Destiny. I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Everybody looks so sure about this one.
I want it to be good, but I have no faith in it.
You have no faith in it?
It would be amazing if it turns out well, and if it doesn't turn out well, there's another ding against EA.
Yeah.
It's not my kind of game at all, but I enjoyed the crap out of the Muse playing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see. I don't really like the direction of the studio since EA took over, I guess. But
yeah.
Yeah.
Poor BioWare.
Yeah, poor BioWare, man.
Pour one out for BioWare.
Yeah. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt and actually see.
I just want a game that isn't an FPS game like this.
I mean, it's third person-ish, right? That's
It's FPS. Everything's a fucking FPS.
You have to shoot things. That's the future.
It's also the past.
I mean, that's true too.
I'm just trying to think of if we missed any anything, any of the games that the big games. We did a few from Bethesda. We did.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't talk about Sony much, but there
Well,
wasn't much.
there wasn't a
new.
lot to talk about. I mean, really.
We did a few from Microsoft. We didn't do anything from Ubi, right?
And we didn't do
Possibly
anything from Nintendo either.
Skull and
which-
Bones. look
Yeah,
good.
and I think we didn't give Anchor a chance to call out
Yeah,
things
let's
she
go
wanted.
with
Here can do
Anchor,
Skull and
yeah.
Bones.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, the games that I'm excited for are a lot of the ones that we've already looked at, but
Yeah.
a lot of the Nintendo titles honestly appeal to me, and I think that's because of my childhood. I played a lot of Super Smash Bros. On GameCube, and I played a lot of Pokemon Game Boy Color games. So Nintendo's games that they featured were kind of in that similar vein, and so I was just pumped the whole time. I know a lot of people were really mad that they spent like 20 minutes talking about, the new Smash and stuff like that, but I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited for it. That and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Mario Party, like just games like that are, I think they're so fun. And so I'm actually excited enough about it that we're probably going to end up, saving up our money to get a Switch. So some people were really disappointed in the Nintendo conference, but I was sitting there with stars in my eyes the whole time. So
To be honest, Smash Brothers looks great as usual.
I mean, it does. Like, I know people were mad that they were going through like each of the changes or something for each of the characters. Like, people were like, "Oh, no one wants to see this," but like the reality is, some people do want to see it. Some people are professional Smash players.
Well,
Like,
no, I don't think the problem was people don't want to see it. It's that it was the only thing different to see on the Smash franchise. Like they added like one new character or two
I mean,
maybe.
I think
and
they had a
like
lot. They had all the kids from Splatoon. They have new villagers
It's
from Animal Crossing.
It's the first time they're having all of the characters they've ever had.
Yeah, I'm
all
excited
at once.
about that. But I think like people were maybe wishing / expecting I don't know, something new to be added. And like what we saw was like basically a refresh of like the graphics, like a slight refresh of some characters' moveset. And yeah.
That's kind of what I wanted, though, to be fair. I didn't want more characters. I just wanted it to be on a new console.
Yeah, well, which is fair enough to be like it. That's all right, but
The
like,
roster is huge. Like, I don't
the
need
roster
any more
is
people.
huge. The roster is huge. Yeah.
Are you guys wishing that they would have put Waluigi in as well?
No,
He's the
I'm wishing
only
they
one
would
that
have
got
shown
left
Animal
out.
Crossing.
I have never played the game franchise because Waluigi isn't in it. So
Oh sure.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Hey,
and
I
always
Peach is in there.
yeah, I always played Waluigi in Mario Kart. So
No way. Do you really?
no.
Well, like, what?
Not at all. So I was going to show a trailer of Super Mario Party, but I'm getting told that I shouldn't show the trailer because Nintendo's super hype about copyright strikes. So
Yeah, they are pretty strict.
so
Yeah, I was
perhaps we
kinda
shouldn't
thinking
show it.
that- I was kind of thinking that they might.
So Nintendo,
Really?
screw you.
Yes. But yeah, so the only thing that I didn't see that I wanted to see was Animal Crossing, and I think like if you follow a lot of people on Twitter that like Nintendo games, people were raging that there was not a new Animal Crossing game announced, but maybe next year. We'll just keep crossing our fingers.
I just want a re-release of the Animal Crossing game from the GameCube. That
Yeah, I think that's what they want, is something more like the original.
that was my favorite version.
Wait, but I'm just going back to the trailer. It's literally on their on their own YouTube channel. Like, why would? We're
it's
not
Nintendo.
stealing their we're not stealing their IP. We're just talking about a trailer that they showed to millions of people already at E3. highly doubt we would get in trouble.
No, you would. It's Nintendo.
Okay. I have no idea.
They're kind of like Disney, and they're like, if their eyes, it's like the eye of Sauron. If it sees you, you're dead. That's it. You're done.
All right. Well.
Okay. Well, screw you, Nintendo. Yeah. Oh, I don't have my I don't have my loot box icon in this scene. I was gonna like just put a big loot box icon on top of the Nintendo Switch logo, but all right. All right. Anything else we want to talk about from E3? I want to talk about one thing. I want to talk about the fact that Devolver Digital managed to up it to the next level this year with their conference. I mean, they're just insane, right? Yeah. I mean, obviously they pre-record their conference. It's not live. But if you've never seen the Devolver Digital conference at E3, check out last year's, check out this year's. This year's, I would say, is 100% better than last year's, and last year's was amazing too. So, yeah.
Can I quickly talk about something?
What's that?
Sure.
People getting pissy that Final Fantasy VII wasn't shown at all, and just Square Enix in general. Because I feel like I'm the only person who cares about what Square Enix showed.
I want that game to come out, but I know they're holding back a little bit.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3, we already know about. So
yeah.
But I just play Final Fantasy 14 a lot, and I really like the monster thing they're gonna do. So single voice in the crowd.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I'm actually just thinking back. Other than Kingdom Hearts, what Square Enix showed at E3, so I'm actually looking at it right now.
The problem with Square Enix is everything they showed, either Microsoft or Sony showed as well.
Yeah, that's what I say. Everything that it was
right.
That's what I thought EA should have done. They should have skipped their conference and just been like, "Here, you guys, go."
Because, like, I was gonna say, I'm actually excited about Just Cause 4 and the new Tomb Raider, but like you said, that was already shown a day before. On
yeah,
or I don't remember if it was the same day, but just early in the day. But yeah, by Microsoft. So
yeah,
I swear, like 3/4 of the games Microsoft showed were made by Square Enix, I think, or something stupid. That's what it seemed like anyway.
Because yeah, you got I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, it was all announced before Square Enix, man. Like. The Captain Spirit thing too from I can't remember the fucking name.
Life is Strange.
Yes, thank you very much. Was shown before. Tomb Raider was shown before, and Just Cause 4 too, and Kingdom Hearts. Wow. Well, yeah, I'm excited pretty much about all these games now that I'm thinking about it, but none of them were shown first by Square Enix.
Interesting. Huh. You know what we didn't talk about, which is also kind of interesting, is we didn't talk about Fallout 76 at all, and I know that there seems to be some concern from a lot of people on the type of game it's going to be.
I think people are scared about the online component of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are expecting.
Because that looks like, let's be like, that's an open door for like a lot of trolling. Let's be real.
Oh, and it'll happen.
Yeah, just show it.
All
sure,
right, I'll show the trailer. Here we go.
I mean,
you can nuke your friends, so it's got to be cooler, right?
Nuclear missiles make everything cooler.
Years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you. so that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Almost heaven, West Virginia.
It's got a good song.
Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
I want everybody to sing the chorus.
Older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place.
Country roads, take me home.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home.
Everybody gave up on that.
Well, no one else joined in, so.
Yeah.
For when the fighting is stopped,
Guys all
and
let
the
me down.
fallout has settled, you must rebuild.
I'm at home, so.
Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself.
Country roads, take me home, country roads.
In Vault 76, our future begins.
Well, there you go.
Well, that's sad, man.
Yeah.
I wish they could have found a song that really puts like in highlights the setting of this game. It's they could have make a better effort there. I'm kidding. Like that's holy shit. This song has been played so much.
Yeah.
At
Sure.
E3. But yeah, I'm excited because it's a new Fallout game. It's actually not a Fallout like Shelter or some things like that, like people were expecting. It's
Right. Yeah.
It's a new story. It's a new Fallout game, but like the online component of it makes me a little scared.
Yeah, so the question is, what does the single player involve? I guess is there a full storyline to it? Is it just like a sandbox? I don't know.
Like
From what I heard, there is no interactive NPCs in this game, so no.
I'd be cautious of it just because they haven't really shown anything of it, and it's not gonna be. It's gonna be a release soonish.
Yeah,
The
November.
fact- Like for me, I hope it's not just like an open world multiplayer survival game.
It is.
Because I hate those games. I just hate those games because they're just boring.
But it's in Fallout universe, and there will be nuclear missiles.
Let me tell you how a gameplay would go. You go, oh, we found some cool stuff. Let's find the code for the nuke. Oh, we found it. Oh, we've blown someone up. Now what do we do?
Build a bigger base.
Woo!
Well, to be fair, it's not been confirmed yet that there was no actual like single player story, but it does look like it.
I just don't want it to be that. I know it sounds horrible, but like.
You guys missed
When
the
I was
part-
watching an interview, one guy was like, "Well, you'll find text and lore books and item descriptions are there," and I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." So I need to read the story. Got it.
I was gonna
And
say
that was
you
it.
guys missed the part that Big Snake was talking about. Like a couple days into your journey and building your base, someone with much more powerful stuff will come along and wipe you out, and you have to start over.
That's what makes it fun. You start all over again.
So it's like Don't Starve in the Fallout universe.
I really want it to be good though.
Yeah, I want it to be good too.
Listen,
Trust
it's
me.
gonna be great. Wolf pre-ordered it, so he's gonna tell us.
I pre-ordered the
how the
special
beta
edition.
goes. Oh yeah. He's gonna,
So you've got the
he's gonna
helmet,
wear
right?
wear the helmet.
I'm going to be
play
wearing the
beta.
helmet when I play the game. Okay.
Is someone going to knock on your door and just rugby tackle you with a better helmet on?
Oh, feels bad, man. Let's give it a chance. I really want it to be good.
I want it to be good too, for sure, for sure.
So Wolf has gone all out. We'll let him. He's paid the big bucks for it. So we'll.
Yeah, I have beta access.
Well, I pre-ordered for beta access too.
Yeah. All right. So, Okay.
Probably be
So what did we miss? What else from E3? Anything, or do you think we've given it some good coverage?
Skull and Bones.
Yeah, we should do at least one thing from UB, right?
Yeah, right.
What did you? I
As
missed that.
usual, there was a new Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Assassin's Creed.
Right, right.
But I was talking about the new pirate game, Skull and Bones.
Oh, okay, all right. Let's.
It has a good trailer. The gameplay trailer is pretty sweet.
So, do I want to play?
Transference looks actually pretty sick from UB, but yeah, sure. Skull and Bones is good.
Is it? You want me to play the cinematic trailer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
All right. Oh no!
worse than the other pirate
It's
game.
age restricted.
Dun 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 dun.
Wow, wow.
Better sign in.
Let's see. Does anyone have it without the age restriction?
Yeah, I can try to find it probably.
Well, here's okay. Let's try this. No, come on. Oh, here we go. I think this one's gonna work. Oh, this one's actually from the. There we go.
All right.
I think it's gonna work though.
Oh, it's from the conference.
Yeah.
It was over. The old guard was wiped out. Those who kneeled were now at the gates of hell. They were killing us off, burning our seas from shore to shore. We thought there was no way the Empire could win this game. As fate would have it, the tide turned in our favor again. A new wind was at our backs, blowing us straight to heaven. In our new Eden, there was only one rule. First come, first serve. It was dog eat dog. We became kings, queens, lords, and masters of our own new worlds. Fortunes poured down on us. They had their empire. Now it was our turn. Enemies became friends. Friends became enemies. The best didn't trust anybody. The philosophy of the day was more and more. We were alone at the top of the food chain. We thought we were.
And then the One Piece music starts playing.
In a dog-eat-dog world, we were wolves. And wolves hunt in packs.
All right. Didn't get to see too much of the gameplay there, but yeah. Who knows about this, Wolf?
They actually have a gameplay trailer, but it is.
It's
from what I
Black
can
Flag
tell-
without the land.
Yeah, it's
basically.
Black Flag and Sea of Thieves put together.
Okay.
And made into the game that I want, because Sea of Thieves was lacking, and this looks better in like every way.
So
The only-
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say so. Sea of Thieves was, I mean, I was hyped for that for a long time, and then it released, and there's been
Yeah.
like no hype. So what happened? I mean, is it really that bad?
It's just lacking content. It's literally just to go out, find some things, bring it back.
They're adding new
And that's
content
it.
though, so
They are. There was a trailer for that too. They're adding more stuff, which it desperately needs, because right now all you do is you get a job basically to go find something, and then you bring it back, and that's all you do.
Yeah.
The best thing about Sea of Thieves was the controller you could get for Sea of Thieves.
Oh, that controller is beautiful.
The game's just shit. The controller's great.
Yeah.
But the controller, though.
I know,
Yeah.
the controller.
I've got it, so yeah.
Another one by Ubisoft. I don't know if I'm the only one hyped about it, but Beyond Good and Evil 2. We've been another game we've been waiting for 10 years.
Although if you look up, that might be a Red Band trailer too, because I think there's some language or something in there.
A Red Band trailer.
You know what I mean? Okay, that's what it's called when it's a movie.
It is when it's called a movie. You're right.
Yeah. I don't know what
these movies. Excuse you.
Sorry, I was distracted. I was looking up to see what that Sea of Thieves controller looked like. So
it looks good though.
Yeah.
It's also weathered, so it's got like little lumps in it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see that. That's
very
awesome.
nice.
Yeah, and apparently I haven't changed the default search engine in Edge, so it did Bing. But so what did we want to look at?
We can check maybe as the last one, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Okay.
There's no release date for this one either, right?
Cinematic trailer. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Red Band one. I can't. I can't see it. All right. Let me see if. No.
Feels bad, man.
Gameplay demo, 20 minutes long. No, hang on. Oh, 2017. Even the 2017 trailer. Oh man. Hang on. Nope. I won't be able to see it.
I guess it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Oh wait. Oh, I might have found one. Let's see. Yeah, I think this. There we go. All right. Fortnite, get lost. I'll sign in next time.
Cook, do you hear me?
Roger, Uma.
Half the crew is dead drunk in my sick bay. After eating your miraculous space chili. Any thoughts?
Well, I have no idea what you mean. Our food is healthy. Invigorating.
Captain to crew. Dead monkey in the crow's nest. I repeat, monkey down. El Space Chili strikes again.
Copy that, Captain. Hey, Paige. Bet we could use your space chili to overclock our engines.
Negativo, mi amor. Only you can melt my circuits.
Keep laughing, fools. The key ingredient to good cooking is love.
What? Engineering to officers, we are dead in the water. I repeat. Main engines are cursed.
Nox, come in. What have we got on the scanners?
Jack shit. Nada. Hey, wait. I see something. 3 o'clock starboard. It's massive. Get back here, Shani. Hold off!
Lock down the bacon. Give me auxiliary engines. Deploy shields and bring up out now! Brace yourselves!
Gods protect us.
Well, that was a trailer. Why was it red? But why was that a Red Band trailer? What happened in it that was so bad?
I don't know.
I think they used a curse word, right? Something like
They
that.
did. Okay, whatever. Like, yeah.
I think what's more interesting than even the game about this one is their partnership with it record, so that people are actually going to be able to in quotes work on the game. So you can send like pieces of music or things like that to be. It's getting a lot of controversy too at the same time. For good reasons, but it probably didn't start in any negative purpose, but yeah, it's a bit weird as a process, but I'm curious to see where it goes, because so like it could be pretty much qualified as in the industry as what they call speculation work. So,
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it's a lot harder than how I'm gonna explain it. But at the core of it is basically wishing to earn a contract by producing your ideas for free for a client.
Right.
And so basically the budget for it, or actually what they announced, is $50,000, but actually the $50,000 is going to be split between the quote unquote winners. And like, winner or not, the work that they're demanding is actually going to have to be done, and it's maybe a way to get down. Well, it is surely a way to get down their production costs.
That's interesting.
And yeah, so it's been getting a lot of backlash because well, that's a fact. You can't deny it's speculation work, but like how people are going to be, like, how they're actually going to be paid, as the details have not been revealed yet, which is why a lot of people in the industry find it a bit odd.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I guess they'll clarify that probably in the next months. But yeah, I think like that process especially is as interesting as the game.
The thing is, something that a lot of people don't realize about Hit Record is that that's the way that the whole site has always
that's the way
worked.
it's them not as a whole are.
Yeah, it's not just for video games in particular, or this video game in particular. It's for everything. Children's picture books, music albums, movies, short films, novels, short story books. Like, that's how the site works, is that there's like a call for work. So someone puts something and says, I want to make a picture book about a penguin living in the desert or something. And then everyone on the site collaborates, submits their idea. You might have 300 drawings of a penguin next to a cactus, and only one person is going to get their art selected for this project. And that person will be the person to get paid. It's kind of like, people, I think they're really mad because it's like asking for work from someone and not paying them. But that's kind of how the site has always worked, is you're not guaranteed to get paid unless your work is selected. And I've done a lot of work on there, well, in the past, whenever they would do calls for like short stories, I would always submit my short stories, and never once did I expect to get paid, because if they don't pick my short story, why should I get paid?
Yeah, same
But-
thing is out there for like graphic design stuff. Like someone will be like, "I want a logo for my site," and
I
then
don't-
50
I don't
people submit
doubt-
logos, and one person gets the project.
I don't doubt that they're probably trying to lower some of their production costs. Like, that might be why they did this partnership to begin with. But I think a lot of people that aren't familiar with how the site has always worked are the people that are the most angry.
It is a really how can I say that? It is a really bad practice for this particular industry, though.
It's a shitty budget too. If you're talking
It
about
really-
music and graphic, like, that's a shitty budget.
No.
That's
You talk about art. You talk about music. You talk about sound design. You talk like a lot of aspects of game design.
It's one thing if you're like, this is how I'm gonna choose the art for my book or whatever. Like, that's okay.
It's another thing coming up from a game studio that has
It's a
more money than
AAA
$50.
game studio. It's not Joe Bob's Games indie.
Can I just
whatever?
Can I just intercept though?
Yeah, sure.
There's two mindsets. One is you're fans of the series, put some art up there. If you win, you win. You know, and the other one is, oh, I'm doing work, therefore I should get paid. But you're doing work for someone that's not hired you. It's like doing fan art. You don't expect to get paid for the person who you've created your fan art for.
Exactly, and that's why I think that,
Well,
you know, I'm not saying it's right. How did they
If
say
they
it? Did they
actually
say
use-
that?
If they actually use your content.
Oh yes. If they use your content, yes. And I do agree that I think that I wish there was a bigger budget, because like Starfish was saying, it's a AAA game. Like, why is the pool of money so small for such a large amount of work? But that probably, I mean, who knows who had a say in that? It could have been
Yeah, I think
someone at
I think we have to look too at the bigger picture, not just the money pool. So let's say
You get job opportunities from it.
you do, but you're also taking one away from somebody that could be hired full time on the project by the studio to do so. So
I don't think this is where all their sound and
No,
Where
not
it's
at
coming from.
all, not at all. But it's taking away a part of their work that they would be paid for. So I think that's more what people are reacting to.
And I don't
That-
think that was the Hit Record's intention. I
I
think they're
don't
hoping
think either. I
Yeah.
don't think either. But it's already a practice that has been going on by different studios to hide this part of, like, I don't know, giving a part of the work away to other contractors or things like that for a lower amount to reduce their cost. And I think that's really where people are getting angry at this particular practice. I don't even think it's the money pool I think it's really that part of the idea that people are not agreeing about. And, like, I get it, and I'm pretty sure from, like, actually watching and go see the other projects that people have worked on Hit Record, like you said, Ash, that it wasn't their intention, but that's how it's perceived. And yeah, I'm just curious to get more details. Honestly, it's a bit I don't know. We just don't have enough details, honestly.
Don't even know how much it would actually contribute to the game either. It
Yeah,
could just be, like,
either.
background
Yeah.
pictures or like.
Yeah. I would like to know, like, how large of an impact does this even have at the end of the day when it comes to the game release?
Basically, it's just a fan competition that you might win some money for. That's the way I
Yeah.
see it. But it's done on a website where people actually get together and try and create things, and that seems to be the point that people keep on talking about. If that makes sense.
And maybe, hit record is not necessarily, like Giga was saying, the platform for this type of thing, but the fact that they're like trying it. I mean, I don't know. I never fault anybody for trying like something new. But yeah, I guess we'll definitely see how it works out.
So yeah, I
right.
guess that's just why I wanted to watch it. I just wanted I didn't really want to talk about the game that much. I just wanted to bring that other subject to it.
Well, awesome. So we're ending on a controversy, or a controversy.
On that bomb.
And on that bomb. Well, I think that's it for this week. Thank you for listening. I'm Quigabyte. Thanks go to Giga, Starfish, Wolf, Anchor, and Rux. We have been PodChamp Podcast. That's PODChamp, PODcast. Follow us on Twitter. Thank you, everyone. And we will lead out with another playing of the amazing Pod Champions theme tune. And I think we're going to play we're going to play the full-length one. Goodbye.
Yay.
Good night.